All right. 3, hold on. Hello and welcome to this week's mailbag. I'm Doug Kyed. If you have a question for me, tweet it to me at Doug Kyed using the hashtag MailDoug, and I will try to answer it. First question here comes from Eric the J at ERJohnson1. He asks, why is Dorsett being used so little? Phillip Dorsett is the wide receiver that he is referring to. He's only been really getting a handful of snaps over the last 3 weeks. And just because the Patriots wide receiver options, other than Dorsett, are better. You're not going to take Julian Edelman off the field. You're certainly not going to take Josh Gordon off the field. And Chris Hogan has strung together 3 really nice games for the Patriots. So he definitely is the top option there as the number 3 receiver for the Patriots. Obviously, Dorsett is a talented player. He had a good first 4 or 5 weeks of the season, but there's just not enough snaps to go around for everyone. I would say that it's probably likely by the end of the season that at least one of those top wide receivers could go down for a game or two. So Dorsett should have an opportunity before the season's over. But right now, he's just dealing with a very crowded wide receiver room. Second question here comes from Jordan Boss at JBoss. And he said, are you for or against Patterson being used as a tailback, Cordarelle Patterson? Going into this, I would have been totally on board. There's nothing I like more than random position switches in football, and Cordarelle Patterson certainly has the size and the speed to play running back, but he runs a little bit too high. He's not a running back. I thought the experiment went okay in week 8. It certainly wasn't a disaster, but he really only had 1 good carry. I think there's a lot of things that the Patriots need to teach him about being a running back, playing with his pad level down, pass protection, and some of those things just will take far too long. And I think that if any team in the past saw Cordarelle Patterson as a starting caliber running back, then they probably would have used him in that role since he's only really played as a gadget player at wide receiver. So it was fine as an emergency option, but I really don't want to see too much of Patterson being used at running back moving forward. Third question here, it's a bit of a fun one, who comes from Dante Scarenecchia. It's a good Halloween pun there. Would you rather eat 10 pounds of pizza rolls or a 10-pound pizza? I would probably rather eat a 10-pound pizza, but for some reason, eating 10 pounds of pizza rolls sounds easier. But just thinking about how many pizza rolls there would have to be for there to be 10 pounds of them, it's like probably like a crate full of pizza rolls, which I just don't think that I could do. 10-pound pizza, I don't know, I have no concept of how many pounds a pizza is, but I'd probably rather do that, but realistically, I could do neither. So good question there from Dante Scarenecchia, also at Some Call Me Goose. If you have a question in the future, drop it to me at Doug Kyed on Twitter using the hashtag MailDoug.